Okay. Look at closer so you can look really close, okay?
Hey Camila, how is Elena your friend in me?
She's not my friend. I mean, she's my nice.
Nice of me.
Nice to meet
Actually, she's my ice girl. Ice
Put it down.
girl.
Put it down.
you. Your what? Ice friend?
Yep, she's my ice friend.
Oh wow. How do you come up with all those names?
I just hear them out of nowhere.
And you pay attention to it and then you repeat. Is that what it happens? Sounds like it. Yeah, I'm serious. So you rather have ketchup than this? No? Yes or no? Why not?
Once I tried this once I tried this with ice cream, right, Daddy?
Yeah. There's a hamburger place that has this dish called crack, and it's fries dipped in milkshake.
Oh,
So good.
really?
They got it with vanilla though. I would have got it with chocolate. I think it would have been better with chocolate, but
Huh? You have some ketchup? Oh, that's not ketchup.
It's over there.
Ketchup. You want ketchup?
Yes, please. Oh my God, that is so cool.
I know. How much ketchup do you want? Tell me. More?
I'm gonna stop.
What?
Stop.
All right, here you go.
Are you okay?
Dude,
Good meal.
this sweater looks like
I
crocodile
think I
skin.
ate 2 calories.
Yeah, the sweater looks like crocodile skin.
yeah,
So you should just go. Leave it in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's definitely not low fat.
Well, you're gonna do quite some walking, don't worry. All the cheese.
Who cares about all the fat, man?
I do.
You do?
I don't want to be fat.
Chris, enjoy life.
I can enjoy life and not be fat, but if I'm fat,
Enjoy more life.
I think if I'm fat, I have to listen to Alma tell me I'm fat.
Fat is energy.
What's that?
I haven't
Fat
said
is
that.
energy.
Because I haven't been fat for a while. Tell me you have.
Not to say anything.
The only thing that you need to do is to spend a lot of energy.
There's so many ways of spending energy.
Yeah, well, that's what I try to do.
Number what?
What do you mean?
Number one, walk.
You're a pervert, I think.
Yeah, don't criticize, man. She's rolling eyes like.
Behind the
Like
scene,
notice.
I'm probably has the biggest potty mouth ever.
Really? It's funny. It's because you're a Mormon. You have to like restrain yourself so often that you let loose in certain areas.
Appearance.
Yeah.
But at home, he thinks, where did you come from?
He's like, why didn't I find you sooner? It's like they say, a lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets. That's what people like.
Let's just say I make his life more exciting.
That's what I need because I never had excitement.
That's one good thing to look
Can you
forward to.
imagine if I was boring and he's boring? We'd be like two geeks.
Sitting on your computer. Opposites attract.
This is delicious.
Really?
Every time you guys come up, when you leave, Elma and I are like, oh shoot, we should have gone to there's the organic free trade chocolate factory here,
Oh,
and they do tours.
nice.
And so I always think, oh, we should have gone to a chocolate tour. Because you get a lot of free chocolate too.
Yeah.
What's it?
Elma,
Well, you have to make an
pásame el
appointment.
tabasco. Claro. Órale.
Amelia, you want some jamon?
What?
Jamon. You should eat a little bit of ham. Give it some protein.
Eat the whole egg. When I went to visit my sister in Switzerland like a few years ago, her in-law, her brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they wanted to go to the market in France. And so we brought to France. It's not too far from where they live, like 4-6 hours or so.
You bet.
And when we just, everybody was so tired, and I think they were hungover and whatever, you know. So we just decided to eat. But over there, like a meal, like a course meal, takes like 3 hours. Just because when you order, they first bring you coffee, you enjoy your meal, you don't rush. So you sit, watch out, so you sit, you have your
Daddy,
coffee,
when are we going to leave?
and then you have maybe a base.
Is everybody done?
Then you have an appetizer. So it
That's
takes
a-
like 20 minutes for everything
that's something that you don't really-
to come.
It's something you don't really need to ask.
And then you get
We'll
your
leave when we're ready to leave.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
after your entree. And during your entree you have like one. Okay, so it takes like quite some time. And then after you're done with your entree, you get more coffee. And then another 3. So we sat there for like 3.5 hours. I'm like, oh my goodness. And the meal was very similar to this. Very like very but very good ingredients too. You know, it's not like
We have to one now.
really like just like cheap ingredients. Very good quality. It's like you enjoy your meal.
It'd be fun to open up a place where it's super comfortable, so you could sit for 3 hours, and people might come in. Yeah, people would come in. They'd eat breakfast. They'd maybe drink some champagne or whatever, and just hang out and talk. And then when lunchtime rolled around, they'd get some stuff for lunch and just hang out for a few hours. You know, it'd be nice to do something like
That's
that.
what I want to do in Guatemala.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's a good place to do it. Around here, they're like, okay, it's time to go, guys. You ate your food.
No, over there I want to do that. My dad has a place on the main road, not the one that we have seen on the pictures or the one that he talks about, but has a different one on the way to Antigua.
Yeah, I know. We've been there.
The one in San Lucas.
I think we've been there, haven't we?
No. He just told me, and he was laughing.
He just got it.
No, he just told me. I never knew about it. He has a big one where he's planting avocados,
Yeah.
but he's not referring to that one because that one is like going more to Atitlan.
I
But
thought,
the one that he's talking about is closer to the city. So I'm like, really? And I'm like, well, that's a good place for a restaurant. Come and check it out, he said.
you can do a restaurant and then maybe do a little hostel or something.
Yes, exactly. Seems like it's a pretty big place.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I will build something like this, like more very exotic.
Yeah. You know what I thought? Do you ever eat pho? Elma and I used to talk about how if you introduced pho to somewhere like Guatemala, if you were the first one that came out of the pho restaurant, you can make a lot of money because Guatemalans like soup.
We eat soup all the time. Oh my goodness, yeah.
So open up a good pho restaurant in Guatemala and start, a trend there.
Yeah.
That will be a good thing.
I think they are making it already. I think,
no idea.
probably they do.
I have no idea.
But Asian food over there is tasteful. Super tasty.
They
More
have
than here.
Chinese food there, but all they have is Chinese food. They don't have. There's one Thai restaurant that we went to.
Huh? Was it
But,
good?
yeah, it was good, but it was also kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we went to two. There was one Thai restaurant in Antigua, and then there's one in Guatemala City. The one in Antigua is pretty good. I took Elma there on a date. Or I think that was you.
There you go.
Look at this too.
I went to China for 10 days.
Yeah.
I hated the food. And I love food. Like, freaking love
Well,
food.
how come? How come? What happened?
It was so heavy. Like, when you pick up the noodle chow mein type, it's like freaking heavy with oil.
Yeah.
And everything is carbs, hardly any meat except duck. Duck is like everything. And then hardly any vegetables.
Yeah.
So I just felt heavy the whole time.
That's
And then,
right.
and then you could easily get E. coli. So
wow.
I had E. coli the whole time.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Because they don't have toilet paper or soap when you wash up.
Man,
So you have to bring your own stuff.
It's so crazy. We take that for granted that the people that are cooking your food are clean, but it's not that way most of the world.
And we went to the only place that I felt like I was halfway decent, but I couldn't because I had E. coli the whole time. So, but even at hotels, I mean, they're cutting up all the fresh food, but are their hands clean?
Yeah.
Because they're touching everything. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, it was pretty miserable.
They
the
ruin
whole time.
everything.
They ruined the
Oh,
whole.
man.
And then when I got back, I thought, okay, I didn't know I had E. coli. I just had really bad stomach problems.
How do you find out?
And then finally, like after a week, it just would go away. And then so I called the doctor and I had it checked, and sure enough, I had E. coli.
Really.
And then so they gave me antibiotic. So I was like, when you have E. coli, you're like on the toilet all the time.
On the what?
On the toilet all the time. So then when I took the antibiotic, I was plugged up for like a whole week.
Nice.
So then I was like, oh my gosh. So it took me a literally 3 weeks to get back to normal when I came back from China. Wow,
That's crazy.
I thought I would love Chinese food, but it's not that amazing.
Maybe if you found the right Chinese food, but I think the general food that you're eating is probably like you said. My cousin lived there. He just died, but he lived in China for 3 or 4 years.
What did he die of? From?
Being fat drug addict. Yeah, he's like 350 pounds, something like that. So he had a heart attack. That's what they say, but it had to do with not taking care of himself. But he didn't like the food there either. It also kind of helped him get fat too.
That bad that I actually ate Pizza Hut.
Oh, really?
I looked for pizza. I actually ate McDonald's. I mean, it was that
Oh, wow.
bad that I was looking for something else.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, I've
And I'm not
kind
even looking for that here, but like I'll eat other.
of. It was safety to you.
And how was that? Eating Pizza Hut and McDonald's?
You know, I think. Do you remember Pizza Hut like 20 years ago?
Back in the day, yeah.
Exactly. Anyways, that it used to be a restaurant. Pizza Hut used to be a
Yeah.
restaurant, not just a takeout or a quick. Remember sitting down
I never went there, but I thought you
and,
still.
and,
good
and having
benches.
like a buffet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you still do that.
Whoa.
She's gonna punch you. You better be
Yeah.
careful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
How's Tioga?
Tio Ugo. He is 20.
How is he?
21.
15.
15?
He's in high school.
21, he's
Él
20.
es más grande que yo por 2 años. Su mami es 36. ¿Cuántos años tiene él? 36 los dos.
How old are you? 70. Going to 71.
38.
39.
Call the pizza.
Él tiene 39
My
años.
mom? You guys are so close.
I know. How old are you now?
38.
I'm a year older than you.
Yeah. When do you turn 40?
Tio.
Next year, April. This last April, I turned 39.
Hey,
You're gonna
my
feel old, you
birthday.
think?
My
You know,
birthday.
I'm feeling it. I am feeling it right now.
You mean like soreness and stuff like that? Or just mentally?
That means my mom's older than you?
No, él es más.
How is it that her big brother would be older or younger than her?
So he's
Mentally.
Elena is so confused.
Physically, I feel great.
The mental part can change easily. The physical part you can change, but it takes, work, I guess.
Mentally, I think it's mentally right now. For some time, I felt like 21, 22. Now I am feeling like about 30, 32.
I feel 18.
Mentally or physically?
Guys, that's for my coffee.
Like, I know I'm in better shape mentally and physically than when I was actually 18.
That's good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Way more energy.
How old do you feel?
I'm sore more than I used to be, but that's because
That's
I'm
what
working
you're
out a lot.
feeling,
My job is hard, I think.
Yeah, we're picking on me.
Because when you're in your 20s, you don't get sore very much.
No.
Other than that, I feel good though. I mean, I'm in as good a shape as I've been for 20 years.
Is that
So.
right? So you feel maybe 30, 25, 30 around
I feel
there?
good.
If I took away my soreness, I would feel whatever. I don't
But you
feel
know what?
any.
When I
age.
was a teenager, I did get really sore.
I did.
Yes, please.
But the soreness part I didn't have before.
You, the only difference in me, I noticed that
Exactly.
if I am
They're visiting. We had a sitting for like 2.5 years.
Oh, my goodness, there. Do you ski?
yeah, I haven't gone for a few days, but I do it.
It's really fun. Yeah, it sounds great. Would you like some coffee in your...
Oh no, I think I'm okay. Thank you. So the other thing I noticed about me is that when I'm fixing cars, and I don't think that happened before, or I didn't notice, is that I'm laying down fixing the car, or if I'm in a certain position, like for a long time, I get sore, like that bad. Other than
That has happened to me since I was a teenager.
that hasn't happened?
That has happened
Oh,
all the
that has
time.
happened
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the time.
Maybe I just didn't notice. Because I'm onto the car, and I don't feel about it. Don't think anything else, and when I get up, I'm like,
And I think also you probably did get sore, but it went away quicker back then.
bro, it's not
And
right.
so you're like, oh, my back hurts, but then you forget about it because it goes away pretty quick.
You still working on this guy?
No, that happened to me before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and now I get it sooner because I overexercise too.
Yeah, me too. That's what happens.
Yes, it's not like I feel older, but I'm like, okay, now makes sense because I'm over-exercising. Before, I did anything, whatever, and I did get sore, but I didn't relate to what was happening.
Let me know if anything needs to be moved on these bills, and please take your time.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Excuse me, dude.
You need to go? There. Come on. Yeah, go to the bathroom. I don't. We're not gonna qualify back.
I think I
Okay.
did.
You better have brother though.
Vamos a ver.